Next up, at UFC 314, we have Chase Hooper taking on Jimothy Miller. Jim Miller, 36-18 in his career, 3-2 in his last 5 years, coming off that underdog win over Damon Jackson. He's taking on Chase Hooper, 15-3 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5 years, riding that 4-fight win streak. Chase Hooper, very slick grappler at this point. His takedowns are improving. The striking is improving. And it wasn't long ago that his takedowns just didn't exist, and neither did the striking. And then he got the shit kicked out of him by Steve Garcia. And all of a sudden, he went from a boy that it was like, oh, it's so funny to just like goof around. He got the shit kicked out of him. And ever since that fight, he's been putting it together. He's been improving rapidly, and literally is like, he'll still do the like, oh, I'm like funny and nerdy. But for the most part, he's full grown now.
You hear the
Chase
rumor?
What?
You didn't hear the rumor about Chase Hooper?
No.
Rumor on the street is, and I don't know if this is true or not, but this is what I've been hearing, right? I don't know what you're laughing for.
I can't wait for this very true rumor.
That's just what I've heard.
Yeah.
Sounds like he's been growing some chest hair lately. That's just what I've heard on the message boards. I don't know if it's true, but the word on the street is he's got some chest hair coming in.
If he has chest hair, I would be all in. I would just, my entire life savings, boom, full grown man. We're good now.
You kind of are all in.
The transition is done. We're there. Listen, Chase Hooper improving at an incredible rate. We've seen those improvements in his last couple of fights. He just absolutely destroyed Clay Guida, and while that isn't like the greatest win of all time.
And that's why Chase Hooper needs the lawnmower 2.0.
I think they're on 4 or 5.0, honestly.
Oh.
But I have a 2.0, and that was like 4 years ago.
Oh, God.
It works.
Just grinding the same blade for... Jesus, and you're Italian, too.
I'm not hairy. I'm smooth. Anyway, Chase Hooper beat one old man just to go ahead and fight another one. Jim Miller is 41 years old, and he has the records to prove it. He has the most amount of fights and wins in UFC history. He's the only person to ever fight on UFC 100, 200, and 300. And by now, you know who he is as a fighter. He's going to come forward. The striking's pretty technical. It's a little stiff, but it's technical. He's got decent takedowns. He's got good jiu-jitsu. He's a black belt, and he's been a black belt for 20-something years. So overall, Jim Miller has an enormous amount of experience, literally more than anybody else in the UFC, and he's got some skills to back it up. He continues to go into the octagon and defy the odds because he's old as shit, and he continues to do well. He's coming off that submission win over Damon Jackson, where he definitely was a step behind on the striking, but then he jumped a perfect Dustin Poirier is jealous guillotine. Chase is the biggest favorite on this card, and honestly, he should be. He's younger, he's faster. He's probably better than Jim Miller in every aspect of MMA, and I'm including jiu-jitsu there. I like Jim Miller, but I think he's going to look extremely old in this fight. Eventually, he's going to look old and slow, and I think this is going to be it. Clay Guida got smoked, got himself into a mess. I think Jim Miller's getting himself into that same mess. Chase Hooper's the pick. Pretty confident in that. What do you think, Jakey boy?
Yeah, you're not gonna out scramble Chase Hooper. I think eventually there's a scramble, and then Chase is gonna win it.
Okie dokie.
It's pretty simple. I mean, he's a fucking minus 1,000 favorite. It's pretty simple. There's probably gonna be a scramble, and he's definitely better at that. So
I don't even know if they'll be grappling. I think Chase is the much better striker too.
Don't be stupid.
Okay, didn't Chase just beat Vyacheslav Borshev with the striking?
No, he subbed him.
After he dropped him.
He fucking subbed him.
After he dropped him, I would say he beat him with the striking. Sure, he got a submission, but he dropped him. The dude was almost unconscious. Then he squozed the neck. Anyway, $6,600 in DraftKings Fantasy for Jim Miller. I genuinely don't see the value. When you can go ahead and you can get Darren Elkins at 6, whatever the hell his salary was, that makes sense. Darren Elkins has some juice left. Darren Elkins is fighting somebody around his skill set. Jim Miller's sort of punching up, and that's just what happens to this sport. You get old, you slow down a little bit, and the young buck starts to take over. Pretty simple. If you do want to check out every single pick, every single bet, every single tool, WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member at the top. There's 800 plus of you right now live watching. We appreciate every last one of you. Thank you for being here, genuinely.
Sorry for that guy, but I'm trying to do what I can, guys, to keep this show moving.
Thank you, Jacob, for trying to make this happen. Seamus Murphy Ange, I'm moving to Connecticut at the end of the summer. What are some things or places you miss from living there?
Oh,
Food.
God.
Every single thing is food. Every single thing I miss is food. The access to New York City and then all the food in Connecticut. Go to a deli, any random shithole deli, good sandwich. Go to you want good Chinese food? Find the shittiest place you can find. The shittiest place. If it has tablecloths, walk out. Go into a place that has like a 12-year-old kid working behind the counter, probably doing homework. They have a couple tables that nobody's ever sat at. Go to that place, get Chinese food, get the boneless spare rib combo platter. Best meal you'll ever have in your entire life. If there's a kid working, if there is an underage child working at that hole-in-the-wall Chinese place, I promise you, best Chinese you'll ever have. That's what I miss about Connecticut.